Alright, so before I start this video, I just want to thank you guys for all the views I've been getting on my reaction to UFC 300, and think you guys would like me just yelling at my screen like a maniac and jumping around over fights. But you know, thank you guys for watching that and liking the video and commenting. I want to talk about what Dana White announced. So the first fight he announced was Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier, June 1st, and the co-main event for that will be Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa. Both already huge fights. And then for June 29th, they announced Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler at 170. Huge. But before we talk about McGregor and Chandler, I want to talk about Strickland versus Paulo Costa first. Huge fight for Strickland. I think it's pretty crazy that a lot of people are doubting Strickland. Like, I've been seeing a lot of comments on Twitter, and they're like, oh, that's going to be the first time we ever see Strickland go out cold. Like, Strickland's getting knocked out, Strickland this, Strickland that. I believe, since it's 5 rounds, I think Strickland would he's going to win that fight. I believe he will win a unanimous decision. I think he'll outbox Paulo. I think he has better cardio than Paulo. It's going to be a war, though. It will be a fun fight, especially those first 2 rounds. That's when Paulo will be probably his most dangerous, and then after that, he'll start gassing. And then for Dustin Poirier and Islam Makhachev, I mean, hopefully you guys agree. I don't think Dustin Poirier deserves his title shot at all. He beat Conor, lost to Charles, beat Chandler, lost to Gaethje, beat Benoit, title shot. Huh? I guess it's just the timing of it all. And it's also that Tsarukyan, he didn't accept the title shot because he got offered in the back after he beat Oliveira, and Tsarukyan denied it. So, I mean, they gave it to Dustin. And it's good timing for Dustin, I guess, since he fought all the way in March and the fight's in June. So he has a couple months to prepare. He has much longer. And this is a good fight for Islam as well. He gets to fight a really big name. Dustin's huge. Huge fight for him. A lot of people know Dustin. They like Dustin. And Makhachev, you know, that could be bloodline. So that's gonna be big. Do I think Dustin deserves his title shot? No. But will it be a fun fight? Will it be competitive? I believe so. I'll give like an early prediction for this. I think both of them will come out kind of like jolty a little bit. I think Dustin will come out like in his southpaw stance, pulling up his shorts, fixing his hair, and be throwing out the jab, little feints here and there. Mainly, he's just gonna be waiting for the shot. That's what he's gonna be waiting for. I believe Dustin will overlook Islam's striking, and that's what will be his downfall. He'll overlook it. He'll just be thinking about the wrestling. He'll get stunned early by a left hand, and then he'll go back to his like boxing. He's like, okay, like he hit me really good. Okay, like let me strike with him, and that's when he'll get taken down. I think he'll get controlled in the first round. Second round will go in. It's more of like, you know, the same, but he'll be way more cautious. Islam shoots, it gets stuffed, they stand back up. I think Islam will land big shots on Dustin. I think Dustin will be kicking the calves a lot, and it will eventually start bothering Makhachev. But I think Makhachev will land a right hook that hurts Dustin. He will take Dustin down in that second round, control him, and eventually get the rear naked choke. Now for Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, huge fight. I'm so excited to see Conor fight. I've never seen him win before live. I've watched I've watched the Nate Diaz versus McGregor 1. This is before I was really into UFC, so I didn't really care and I didn't know. And then I saw the Khabib versus Conor. I saw that fight, and Khabib won, obviously. And then I was actually doing a live stream on Twitch during the Cowboy versus Conor fight, and I had like 70 viewers, and I'm like, oh wait, this is like an opportunity for me. I can't just end the stream to watch Conor fight, and Conor won that fight, the one I didn't watch. And then after that, I saw him fight Dustin those 2 times, and that's it. I've seen him lose. I've only seen him lose. I just want to see Conor win 1 time. And so that fight's huge. I'm glad that Michael Chandler's actually getting this fight. It was a smart thing that Conor did, just keeping Michael Chandler on his toes the whole time, making him wonder when the fight was going to be signed, if the fight was going to be signed. And apparently Chandler actually knew after UFC 299 that it was official. I think it's going to be a really fun fight. Hopefully it's a good stacked card. A really good co-main event, which I'm hoping they're going to do, is Colby Covington versus Ian Gary. Could you imagine all of them at a press conference? Could you imagine how insane that would be? Ian Gary Colby Covington and Conor McGregor and Chandler, but it's insane. I just really hope they do that. I really hope that's a co-main event. I mean, that could Colby versus Ian could be a main event of its own, but stick it on the Chandler versus McGregor card. That's like an extra like 300,000 pay-per-views probably. That card is destined to be absolutely huge. And there's actually some news about that fight, that Conor was actually wanting 3 rounds. And Chael Sonnen asked Michael Chandler if he knew if it was going to be a main event or not. And Chandler said he didn't know. So there's an opportunity that this fight actually might be a co-main event. And there's a good possibility that it might just be Jones and Stipe main event, Conor versus Chandler co-main. At the moment though, I'm assuming that Chandler and McGregor is the main event. And if it is, I mean, I wouldn't mind it being a co-main event. Conor won 3 rounds, which I do like because it shows that he truly wants to win this fight. And he knows those 3 rounds is probably a advantage for him. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I just wanted to make this quick video to talk about the news. I mean, let me know what you guys want to see. You guys want me to talk about Paul versus Mike Tyson? I give a prediction video for that. I can talk about Garcia versus Haney, which is happening this weekend. Just let me know in the comments below. Talk about anything. Like the video, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya.
I was looking at the clock when it struck 12 a.m. Heard a voice in my head tell me get about that